Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, a championship game. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Now we see quarterback Drew Brees and his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time.
And there's a strong school of thought that this could be the final season for Drew Brees, thus his final games. And obviously, if he was able to get his team to a second Super Bowl and win it, the parade that would follow in New Orleans make Mardi Gras look like a walk in the park.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Eddie Jackson brought him down.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
49-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Brees on the bootleg. He's got Burton here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. At the 41-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brees. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he gets it down to the 32. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Brees. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Robert Quinn coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. First carry now for David Montgomery. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
He was tackled.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Kaepernick going to run with it. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell. And look at this, it's a fake. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to let it. That's caught inside the 20. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunky yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it'll be 2nd down.
Janoris Jenkins on the coverage.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
From the gun. It's Kaepernick. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over him.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Makes the score Bears 3, Saints nothing.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
New Orleans.
Now Breeze throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 18. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They run. Montgomery. Zach Bond there on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Two minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, and he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jimmy Graham, 49 yards, as the Bears push further out in front.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to go back to Thomas again. That'll bring up second down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
To throw is Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Again, it's Breeze. Got a man. He finds Sanders. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it with Camaro. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith. As the first half is winding down. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And believe it, it is the Cleveland Browns who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here.
4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, Patterson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's brought down after a very nice game. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in. And the Bears will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
It's good to make it 17-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off.
Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
At their own 30.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. At the 30.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Emmanuel Sanders, incomplete. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
To throw, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. Good drive last time, really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
23 yards on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Patterson on the draw play. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. That's complete to Mooney. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Kaepernick. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney there to make the grab, and the Bears will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Santos set to kick off.
after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Jared Cook. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
95-56.
Brees now to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
Complete.
Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Brees. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Saints do snap it. It's Brees. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the 1st quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
New Orleans.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints get a bit closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. He'll get 3 up to midfield. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
He's tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he?
And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
So a definite surprise there. They try the fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Back to throw, Breeze. Pitch and catch here to Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Traquan Smith. His second touchdown of the night. And the Saints are back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the carry, it's Montgomery. Able to power through. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. They run with Patterson. And the Bears are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. They'll
try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Santos now to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Saints 21. Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Drew Brees in the offense. Down by 10. A little over 40 seconds to go. Their Super Bowl hopes hanging by a thread as they come up on first down. To throw is Brees. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.